For our mud farm here, we're going to need a lot of bone meal. So we're going to be building a big bone meal farm, which is a moss farm, following ilmango's design. But first, we've got to dig out space for it. And that's going to be under here. And conveniently, if we just dig out this entire wall, or about 80 blocks that way, it'll fit and be nicely centered on the walkway above. I think that's pretty cool how that worked out. And the space is all dug out. This area is about 32 blocks wide by 80 blocks long. And I think it's bigger than anything else I've actually built so far. But we're gonna need it. Doop. Doop. Gonna need it to fit the moss farm in. And this will be producing bone meal to fuel our mud farm. And hopefully a little bit of extra for other stuff. But yes, this takes the whole space. Just a little bit of space at the edges for walkway and decorative walls. It's gonna take a lot of materials. Did some testing in my creative world, and to keep up with the bone meal usage of our mud farm, tree and mud farm, this will need 4 units. And we've got here 5, which is what ilmango had as an example. So it's just a bit easier to just take that straight from the world download and recreate it here. Swapped out the blocks in the schematic with things I'm going to be able to get a bit easier. Plenty of polished granite for redstone. Not so much white concrete powder. And if we run it without the mud farm going, we can have so much bone meal. Probably going to need to make a silo around here to store it all. The farm design actually uses quite a lot of redstone. Vast quantities of redstone. Of just the redstone dust, it needs about 9.5 stacks, plus everything to make the target blocks, observers, pistons, and well, I've done some grinding. You can probably see from the levels. Spent a fair bit of time at the raid farm. We're up to 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? 14.5 stacks. 14.5 stacks of redstone dust. Which is not going to be enough. But maybe we can get the first unit done. And then we can get some usage out of it. I went ahead and designed out the room that the boss farm's going in. Technically didn't need to be pretty, but it is now. Got a nice big design on the floor, some stuff on the walls. Still needs the ceiling, but I reckon we'll put that in after we've got the moss farm in. Not gonna have much clearance there, so it might need to be the floor above as well. But next, we move on. Here it is. Don't have all the materials to build all of this, but we can see how much we can get done. This might be about as far as we can get for now. Still a lot of stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff. These target blocks are being a pain. Just don't have enough hay bales. Because there's 14. And then another 14. Then 2 more lots of 14 go over there. And then 5 times. It's like 5 stacks of target blocks. Which means 5 stacks of hay bales. My wheat's still growing. And this is the bone meal farm. So I don't have bone meal, because this is the farm to make the bone meal. I think that might be all we have time for this week. See if we can get this done next week. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. See you next time.